Gar?
Yeah.
So you watched everything, right?
Ready to the show?
I watched Ryusoulger, and then I started watching Dragon Knight. I watched the first episode, but then I don't know what happened, but I just had an urge to watch Ranger. So I was on episode 6, so I was like, okay, I'll at least get up to episode 10. Then I got up to episode 15, and then 25, and as soon as I know it's Wednesday night, it's 3 a.m., and I finished the entire show.
His knees are weak, palms are sweaty.
I don't know what happened. It got out of control. I just watched all of Ranger.
Jesus fuck.
Like, I only watched the one episode of Dragon Knight. I'm sorry.
This was your idea, though!
But Ranger.
No!
My conscience told me to go to sleep. But the rest of my mind was like, but you only got 19 episodes of Ranger.
You only have 19 episodes. How is that all?
I marathoned all that in a day with the crossover and the 2 specials.
This will be the 25 episodes of Koga I watched in a day.
I mean, I watched all of Agito in one weekend and all of Blade in another weekend.
Yeah, but that's over 3 days.
More like 2 because it was a cottage trip.
And
yeah,
someone has the best gift for me not watching Ranger. Somebody deleted it.
Anyways, cue that roll call.
We are live!
Connect. Loading. Broadcast.
Tempered Zeal! Bluecaster, Super Ichi! Loud and Impulsive, Pinkcaster, Lane!
Illuminating the Tokuverse. Yellowcaster, Follow Go.
Broadcasting hundreds of opinions across the world!
Radio Sentai Castranger.
On air!
Welcome to episode 245? Yeah?
Yeah,
Yeah,
we're on episode Suicune.
We beat you to it, Blaze! Ha ha!
Ha ha! Millisecond. That was great. Yeah, we already went on about fucking legendary cats. So
Wait, the cats?
Yeah, that was a fun 7 minutes.
Hooray. Alright, so, for those
How
who...
dare you speak to your senpai that way, Blazy-kun?
You told my bit! You have the funniest typos, Blaze.
What? Well, I'm not doing this show anymore. Blazy-kun disowns me. I can't have that.
I've lost the respect of my subjects. Fuck it.
Nope!
Well, he's gone.
So today we're talking about Kamen Rider Zeo, episode 35. Bakiru Sentai.
Well,
Aberrant.
we are.
No.
I don't know about you, Garb.
Oh, God!
I'm stealing a fry.
How did you get out through your closed door?
The other door on
I'm a
the other side of his room.
Don't say ghost. Everyone in the server is afraid of that word.
That was a good fry, the car.
Thank you for stealing.
Why is there a picture of a leg and a dog?
Because why
It's a
not?
Sonic poster.
Oh.
I don't know. Okay, so, for those who might be listening to us for the first time,
We're assholes.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're a bunch of fucking toku nerd weebs who talk about
you're not wrong.
shitty shows and waste your life, waste our lives.
We are full-grown men
With nothing better to
who
do.
have nothing better to do except critique and watch shows involving other people.
Hey, look, he's a brave boy.
Oh boy, smooching time!
Anyways, yeah, we are full-grown men who don't have anything to do with our time, talking and
Speak for
critiquing
yourself.
about full-grown Japanese actors dressing up in spandex.
As opposed to non-full-grown Japanese
And you can
actors.
check out Kaiju Sentai Ultra Ranger now.
The cat with the Beyond Driver.
I am 100% on this.
Kata!
Kamen Rider Nickel.
Yeah, and then we're also talking about Ryusoulger episode 9, and...
Wait, we're not talking about Ranger episode 9?
No!
Oh, god damn it, Garb!
But that's a good episode.
What was it about?
I think it was an Aberrant Black episode. Let me look it up.
Cool.
It's all meshing together in my head.
For our featured topic, because we enjoyed talking about Kamen Rider Ryuki so fucking much last week that we decided, you know what? Let's talk about the fucking English adaptation of Ryuki. Again. Because we already did this before.
Yeah, I think we did it on Silver Medal.
Yeah.
Years
we
ago.
talked about the first 3 episodes of fucking Dragon Knight already.
So let's revisit and see if it's still just as clunky and terrible as I remember.
God, but first, let's fucking talk about Zio.
Oh, right. I remember what episode 9 was.
Rider time.
So, yeah, Kiva episode. Woo.
Okay.
There are some good highs and lows about this episode.
You know what? I have been shitting on Zio nonstop since it started, but I have to admit that this episode made me smile. And I am incredibly biased because I started watching Kamen Rider when Kiva started. It was basically my second Rider show ever. So seeing a lot of the callbacks really put a smile on my face. Objectively, the episode was kind of a mess, but we'll get into that as we go.
Okay, my first complaint about this episode was just seeing Schwartz, Aura, and Wool all just hanging out.
Like nothing's wrong!
Like nothing happened! I'm like, no! No! You've all been at each other's fucking throats for the past, 15 episodes! You can't just stand around and be like, I don't like this plan!
They look like a family that's been going through therapy, and their counselor told them, alright, you need to learn to do things together as a family.
Or it's just like, see that, boys? I used a woman. A woman's gonna be king. Fuck you both. And Wool's just like, oh, no, that's a pretty fucking good plan, Schwartz. Can do better.
I don't care either way, really.
I'm the true villain.
I'm just waiting for you all to fail so many times that my master plan kicks in.
I'm sorry, but just the time jackers have just fucking pissed me off.
Welcome to where I've been the whole show!
Especially Aura, because Aura's done nothing! And then just all of a sudden she just comes out and goes, you know what? I have an idea. I'm gonna make another rider a fucking woman for once!
You see that? A woman became another rider! You know what that means? A witch!
Just throws watches at her. Witch!
Okay, first shot of the scene. Hold on. First shot of the episode.
Oh, yeah.
The moon is in the sky, and you just hear the sound that plays whenever Kiva switches time periods. And they use that a lot, and I like that. That's what.
Yeah, they went through 2019 to 2008.
Yeah, they did the whole fucking upside down time switch thing that makes me sick every time.
I will say that the story that they had with this woman was actually.
Oh yeah, also another Blade was a woman. We forgot about that.
Oh, that's right. I'm so sorry.
This show is forgettable.
So Wool actually did it first.
I'm surprised he didn't bring that up.
Well, I think it was more so it was Wool's, Aura was like, oh, I've decided I'm going to make the woman a ruler, because I don't think Wool was trying to use another blade,
She is the one who will take measurements.
So, okay, forgive me. I forgot that another blade was also a woman. So...
Oh yeah, White Waz was the one who made another blade.
Oh yeah. Okay, so there you go. So, technically the Time Jackers never did that.
Ha! You don't get credit, fuckfaces.
Yeah,
I gotta say though, Kitajima Yuko, the character, really interesting character, and the plot got kind of for real.
Yeah,
so she was a woman who used to date this rando called Tetsuya,
and she got framed for a murder she didn't commit.
Which I'm pretty sure, based on that flashback Sogo saw, Tetsuya did it and pinned it on her.
Yeah, because he wanted to have a normal life.
That would explain why when they're talking to each other, he just looks like he's guilty as fuck.
He's just like, and she's like, "You're not gonna do anything. You've moved on, haven't you?" And he's like,
and you know what's great? You know how she's played by the woman who was G's love interest, and then in the episode when she's talking to Tetsuya, she's like, "I smell the wine on you." I'm like, ha 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 ha, G reference. Yeah, kind of, not really.
Not really.
But then you see that shot of her in the jail cage pleading that she's innocent, and I'm like, is this Death Game Park DLC? What the hell?
I'm sorry, now I'm just thinking that Castrangers like the Jerry talk show.
Go to bed, Jerry.
No, like Jerry.
Oh, Jerry Springer.
Yeah, Jerry Springer. And Ultra Ranger is like the morning show.
Okay.
Good Morning America.
With,
Good morning, Light of Light.
with Regis Philbin.
Yeah, anyways.
Like, on how, like, soft and heartwarming we are on there, but then this show, you guys just go to town.
Right? So Aura shows up and is interested by how angry she's getting at the injustice and gives her the another Kiva ride watch, which for some reason comes complete with the arms monsters.
Because why the fuck not?
Just out of nowhere.
Can I say, holy shit, was that they were awesome. Like I don't think we've ever seen all three of them fight together. So I'm
pretty sure they did in Kiva at least once, maybe twice.
I think all three of them tried to fight Dark Kiva. But
yeah, and that's when he sealed them.
Yeah, King just kicked their asses. But no, I love that they were working together because like they'd fight and then like another Kiva would each use one of them as like a weapon. It was fucking great. Like
right?
Even the Basho Magnum got some fucking love.
It was awesome to see her like use her army strategically. You know what I mean?
And then we got to see Jiro and he's at the coffee shop and he's like, ever since the master fucking left.
We'll get into that. But my question is, when I first saw the arms monsters show up alongside another Kiva, my first thought was, oh, they've got to be like copies, right? Like fakes? But then you see Jiro at the cafe and I'm like, wait, are they the real ones? What the fuck is this? Why are they willingly working with not Kiva?
No, they're manifestations of another Kiva powers. That's not them.
So the another Kiva ride watch comes with complete carbon copies of the arms monsters with all their human personalities intact?
Because those are Kiva's subjects.
Has Zeo made any sense whatsoever till now?
No.
Exactly.
But you could say that, the three monsters are Kiva's subjects. So
no, I get why they're part of Kiva's power set, but the fact that they seem to be the actual people, or at least very, very well put together copies.
That's it. No, because if you think about it, the Kiva belt, it comes with the Thwessels that summon each three of them. So
I know why they're there.
Then shut the fuck up.
I just don't know why Jiro has his personality intact. It just seems weird. Like they're painting it like it's actually him, but it can't be. And if it is, why are they serving someone who's going around attacking innocents?
It's not them, anyways.
You know what this
They're
is?
Copies. Exactly. There you go. Thank you, Red.
That's what I have to. That's the answer I have to arrive at.
Yeah.
You know what?
Huh?
Kamen Rider Zeo is just a really bad crossover. It doesn't really have a plot. It basically just tells you to shut up.
Remember this show? Remember that show?
Yeah, remember this?
Remember that song?
Good example. Abba Ranger versus Hurricaneer.
Stop talking about Abba Ranger.
The writers of Zeo.
The writers?
No, you know who wrote the show? They're kids. It's like I want to have a story where it's about a rider who wants to be king of all the riders, and then he kills all of them and becomes an evil king. It'd be awesome. Okay, son.
Whatever you say.
Oh, sure, whatever you say. It just turns around.
So,
not bad.
So it's fucking Axe Cop or whatever?
Yes.
Or Inferno Cop?
Inferno Cop. Oh god, don't remember that.
Inferno Cop.
It was.
Don't watch. It's weird.
I might be thinking of something else, but there's this show like something like that was written by a kid, and then the father turned.
Oh, you mean Shark Boy and Lava Girl?
Besides that,
it's Shark Boy and Lava Girl.
I don't know.
Yeah, Robert Rodriguez's son was like, I made Shark Boy and Lava Girl, make it a movie.
Wait, was
like,
that?
Okay.
Was that the actual?
That's the actual reason.
Oh my goodness!
Yeah.
I thought that was just a joke.
Yeah, no, he made it for his son.
Anyways, so yeah, about Jiro in the cafe.
Yeah.
That's the actual cafe from Kiva, Cafe d'Amour, but it's under new management, so now it's just Amour.
Yeah, and now he's like, ever since the master left, like, this place has become fucking shitty.
He even says right to the bartender's face,
worst cup
this
of
is
coffee.
The worst coffee in the world, but I come here because you're so fucking hot.
Yeah, no, he's still on the ladies, and
rightly so.
And what's great is that it's still Jiro, the same Jiro we've always known. I'm fucking so glad. Fucking Tezuka just knocks it out of the fucking park.
Wasn't he married but then died?
In the show?
Yeah.
No, he was trying to get with Yuri to preserve his race.
Right.
Yeah,
that didn't work out.
Werewolf babies.
Yeah. But that didn't work out.
I love Jiro. Jiro's my favorite, man.
But for some what's interesting is, for some reason, this artificial, another Ride Watch spawned copy of Jiro, for some reason, has this glowy yellow-eyed Xehanort-esque prophecy of a fucking meteor crashing into the city, and then that's the point where we remember that this is the Kiva arc, not the Kabuto arc.
Yep. Yeah, no, I was thinking that too. I still remember, like, where did the meteor rain? What? No, it was the appearance of Ginga.
Which we'll get to.
Yeah.
Really...
So, yeah, apparently Soga had a true love, and it was fucking weird, and, like, the uncle was, like, stroking his chin.
Yeah, like, before we watched the episode, on Twitter, there was a gif going around of the uncle stroking Sogo's chin, and I swear to God, I'm like, I'm not sure if I want to know why that's happening. But it's Sogo telling the story of his first boyhood crush with the woman who turns out to be another Kiva. Because of course it is.
Yeah, and she called him cutie. And...
Kawaii boy.
Because she's like 40 and he's like 19.
Well, like, no, I think she's like at least in her like late 20s or something.
Yeah, because
she went to jail in 2015.
When he was in elementary school, she was in a high school Sarafuku, so it's less than 10-year gap.
Also, we only got 2 Wagamos this episode, so we're up to 82 Wagamos.
She wears short skirts.
I wear short t-shirts.
Wow.
She was in prison. Well,
I was a rider.
I'm on the rider.
I'm on the rider.
Shinji
getting the robot.
Speaking of I'm on a boat, I like that right after the time switch bit, we just see Woz on a fucking swan boat in 2008 just to do the recap.
Let's do time.
Sound like Mentok the Mind Taker there for a second.
Yeah. That's kind of what that sound is.
Also, Woz in the fucking pink boat.
Yeah. Also, I don't know if this was as of this week or if it happened earlier, but the Iwai speech is in the opening again.
Oh, cool.
They changed it back.
Yep.
I
wish Otoya was in this.
So, speaking of Otoya, when they're eating the pie at Uncle's in the cafe right after the opening, Sogo starts talking about how the pie tastes like first love, and for a second I was like, oh my god, is Sogo possessed by Otoya?
Yeah, that's solely something Otoya would have said. And like, Woz is just like, this is fucking delicious anymore. And like, the uncle's just being like, it took me days to fucking perfect this recipe. I'm just like, okay, bud.
He's just saying it took him 3 days to get the dough ready.
Yeah, and then, so then like this lawyer comes in, they're like, oh, the lawyer must be fucking awesome, and he's like, not really, and like, he gets like the uncle to fix the watch for him, and then we find out that What's-Her-Face is like is going around killing everyone responsible for her incarceration, so... Starting
with the lawyer who failed to defend her, and then the prosecutor, and...
Yeah, and like, who's fishing for some goddamn fucking reason.
Hey, people can fish.
No, but he was like in a suit and everything. It was weird.
Maybe he just got off work. Leave him alone.
What a fucking long-ass day of prosecuting witnesses. I'm gonna fucking go fishing now. Yeah, that's totally what they do.
Everyone has weird rituals.
Now you are under oath. Now you must say what you did after you were done. He went fishing.
Guilty!
Oh, no!
It's so hilarious that this episode had a lawyer theme going to it when the Game Grumps just started playing Phoenix Wright.
Objection! Also,
the most badass scene in the episode is when her defense attorney is driving away from the cafe and Yuko is just standing in the middle of the road and stops his fucking car with her foot.
No, I just like, this made me laugh. Like, I think it was like when like the last week's episode when like the book closed during like the memory about Hibiki.
Mm-hmm.
But just like Sogo's about to fucking transform and you hear like the boom, and then just like he gets interrupted and just goes like,
oh yeah, the transformation.
The henshin reverts and I was like, ah!
It's a sad transformation cancel.
Zeno.
Z-O.
But yeah, that was really funny. So
speaking of Zio's henshin, the one where he runs towards Yuko right after she stops the car, where you see him slow down as he's running and the text just goes onto his face. That was really nice.
Yeah. And then like
we need more of those really nice, well shot henshins. And
then when he goes Trinity again later, you see fucking gets was
like no! We told you not to do this!
No, ask us next time. And then just become Trinity. And then, like, Gates mentioned something about doing the thing.
Okay.
And I'm like, what's the thing?
Here's the thing. That is like poking fun at a lot of action anime where it's like, oh, we're in a critical spot. Better use our secret weapon. Better use that thing. You know what I'm talking about? Yeah. And like, whenever they do that trope in fiction action series like this, they always know what they're talking about. It's like the finishing move. But they decided to make fun of it in this point. It's like, time to use that thing. Wait, what are you talking about?
We're gonna do the thing. The thing? Of course, you idiot.
Oh,
We're gonna combine.
This is awesome. So Rider Custom did Gates Ixa armor. That actually looks pretty good.
Why does the helmet look like that Korean?
Oh, like Legend Hero?
Yeah, Legend Hero.
We gotta watch more of Legend Hero.
Yeah.
I think it is Legend Hero.
Yeah. But yeah, no, that's Ixa armor. It looks pretty good. I think the shoulders should have been reversed so they look like there were wings coming out of him, you know?
Mm-hmm.
But other than that, yeah, it's pretty good.
Alright.
Yeah, so Zeo fights another Kiva and gets his shit stomped because he doesn't use anything past base form.
Because why not? At this point, it's either you can beat them or you can't.
I also like that Yuko, at several points in the episode, happens to be standing near a sewer lid and just kicks it up to defend herself.
Yep.
She's fucking badass.
Also,
She's a woman on a mission.
Also, I mentioned this in extra. These are the Salem's.
Oh.
Yeah, those are the same.
Thanks, I hate it.
They're all so weird looking.
Oh, God.
What's just a purple football with a face?
So, it doesn't even look finished.
No, Salem's was pretty dope. There was a time in my life where, like, I was bedridden for a while and I had no choice but to watch children's cartoons, so I watched a shit ton of Caillou and fell in love with that show.
Anyways.
I swear you're probably the only person on this planet that actually likes Caillou.
Well, not anymore. Caillou's a fucking piece of shit.
Anyways. So, Yuko throws a fucking sewer lid and grazes Aura's face, which promptly decides that she is giving up on her. Because you touched my beautiful face! And it's at that point that you pan over and see Wool and Swartz eating ice cream. And Swartz, like, makes a comment about how interesting she is and then suggestively licks the ice cream.
I think, honestly, the Schwartz-Wool relationship is like a fucking stepdad with his son with his, like a kid with his stepdad. No, that's, like, okay, click on the picture again. That's great. I love this shot of just Schwartz and Wool just sitting down watching or enjoying ice cream while watching Aura just fuck up. It's amazing.
I'm not calling them dad. You're a time jacker. You don't have to call him dad. Well, I'm not going to. Ever.
The best part is they probably stole that ice cream with their time powers.
They just froze the fucking guy. Like, they asked for ice cream, he's like abandoning
He's holding it out and then they just stop time, take it, and walk off.
The fucking assholes.
No, you know what?
We don't need money.
You know what would make it even funnier? If they tried to lick it and it's like, oh right, it's stuck in time.
Oh right.
No, and like, it's weird because there's actually a shot where like Schwartz is just like,
I was saying.
I was like, oh god!
While they're watching this basically cat fight happen in front of them, Swartz licks it.
Yeah, that woman is interesting. Licks ice cream menacingly.
Yeah, right. That got creepy. But I love it.
No, I love. Okay, like I hate the tie jackers. Like I hate the tie jackers. I want to fucking give them like a chance because like when I heard about them, like when we first heard about the show, I was excited for them. But like I will say, when Schwartz and Wool are on screen together, at least they have like a dynamic because they fucking hate each other.
Just add a laugh track.
A dynamic,
or it's just there.
The dynamic of an estranged father and adopted son.
I just love that. Like the best scene
in
this whole episode is just these two
son.
sitting eating ice cream.
My time, son.
My time, son.
Also, he's a rider.
Yeah, because they made him Kikai that one time.
Yeah, my time, son.
My time, son.
Also,
he'll be Oma.
Oh my god, Wool's Omazio.
Yeah.
No, they all take over Sogo and become like a hive mind.
Oh god, no! Please, God, no!
Oh yes.
Your pussy doesn't love you.
Yeah, that was when Yuko was talking to the prosecutor, and she says, "Oh, there's cat fur. Also, you've been scratched, which means your cat doesn't love you." It's like, okay, what are we? Are you a forensic scientist now?
That's Kamen Rider Zio's cat. How can you tell? I never forget a pussy. Cat. Oh, Austin Powers, you're amazing.
I just love that Sogo decides that he'd rather follow the power of his own boner and decides that she's not such a bad guy because she's attacking people who are doing injustice and she's trying to make a better law for the world.
Yeah, and then someone just says, "No, you're fucking."
No, Gates steps forward and went, "You're just attacking innocents, fuckface."
You're just going after revenge, fucking bitch.
Just because you're a bad guy doesn't mean you're a bad guy.
It's pronounced Badgie.
Betchy.
You guys ruined the Wreck-It Ralph joke.
I got it. I also interjected my own joke.
Also, my other favorite Zangief quote. Quick, change the channel.
Yeah, you should guard the Street Fighter movie. Anytime, dickhead.
It was fun.
Yep.
So anyways, as the fight happens, Schwartz detects Ginga's arrival and looks up into the sky as we see the meteor crash into random quarry.
I was excited for him, and then just like the round part is only on the front of the helmet. Now he looks stupid.
No, I like it.
It's stupid.
It looks like a
It
visor.
should have been all the way around his head.
No, because then it would look like a fucking Raiden hat.
Good.
It's like hot.
Good.
No.
It looks stupid as it
I
is.
like it.
He looks.
His
funny.
helmet is Kamen Rider Mage.
He looks awesome at the front, but then if you look at him from the side, he looks stupid.
No, I like
It
it.
looks like he's wearing like a fucking golf visor.
I like it.
Of course you
Rider Rise!
Yeah, see,
Kamen Rider Ginga, Ginga, Ginga.
also, yeah, another Kiva looks pretty awesome. I just don't like the super long ears.
He looks like a Batman villain.
Yeah.
Like he's trying to rip off Arkham Knight.
Wait a minute.
Hmm?
His chest.
Who, Ginga?
Yeah.
It's the sun.
No, but I just noticed it kind of looks like the photon key that's showing up in Ultraman Taiga.
Well, the suit is based on Forze fusion states.
I'm still gonna call him Ultraman Kamen Rider Ginga.
The helmet is The helmet is Kamen Rider Mage because it's got the crinkled texturing to its face.
I prefer OG Ginga, which that's Ginga Man.
Yeah.
And Kamen Rider.
But I fucking love this design, Kamen Rider Ginga. I love everything about it. The cape, the visor, the face, the planets all over it. It's gorgeous.
That's a cool suit, just except for the helmet.
I like it.
Thank you, Kaguya. At least
So
it is my back.
he sits down and immediately exploits his debut illness as he fucking shit stomps everyone.
Like everyone.
He's Ultraman Ginga.
Even in passing, he just fucking shoots a space ball up at another Kiva and just blasts her away, and then she just decides to sulk away.
Did he shout Ginga Fireball?
No.
Ah.
He was just going on about how, like, another Kiva's bit was how she wants to be the law, like, impose a new law on the world, and he comes in all, I am from space. I don't adhere to your law. There is only one law that matters. Mine. And then just space balls everyone.
Who wiped out the dinosaurs?
Me!
I just love that he's this random alien from out of nowhere, and he's just like, I'm Kamen Rider Ginga. It's like, I don't even know what a Kamen Rider is.
I think he's a corrupted Ultraman Ginga. I'm never gonna give up on Ginga jokes.
I will fight everyone on Ginga. I love it. I am used to being the minority. I hate Detective Pikachu.
You can't say you hate it until you see it.
Yeah, you should see the movie.
You can't say you hate it until you try it.
Pikachu is my dad.
I'm
not ashamed of spoiling that for Pikachu.
Everyone saw it
Everyone
coming.
knows that's the obvious fucking thing in the movie.
Wait, what episode is this?
If you were spoiled, post in the comments.
Wait, what episode of Zio is this?
35.
Shouldn't we be getting fucking final form by now?
Shortly.
Soon. Like, probably really soon. Once he gets all 20 ride watches, then he'll get Grand Zero.
You've got to get Drive, Kabuto, and Deno.
Yeah.
And Kiva, I guess.
But, like, Like, usually around this time we already have, like, final form.
This is Zeo.
Oh, right. Fuck.
Where the story doesn't matter.
Where the news comes last and the weather comes later. $5 for
No,
get
no,
that
Vegas, you
reference.
gotta do I fought the Ginga and the Ginga won.
I fought the Ginga and
the
ride,
Ginga won.
run.
Wow.
Shut.
So anyways, the episode ends with Ginga shit-stomping everyone. Next week, we're going to see them all bowing before Yuko, because that's totally her fetish. And was Ginga finally?
Yeah, no, I'm excited.
Literally.
I'm excited for Was Ginga. That's gonna be awesome.
What if they put all the ride watches into, like, one arc? And then that's how, and then we can just get
Skip
the
it?
show
I would
over.
love if it's just Kamen Rider Zeo the movie, the 100 ride watches.
Oh,
just a
God.
copy and paste of the fucking
Ghost movie? Oh, God.
Oh.
Just, no, in the movie, he'll just get ride watches of all the non-primary riders.
Dark Zeo.
No, of all the movie exclusive riders.
Or that.
So it'd be like G4 Ryuga. Go.
Oxscow.
Poke rap incoming.
I want to be the king of everyone.
Kuga, Aita, Ryuki, Fives, Blade, Kiva.
But to do that first, I must
Ooh, was
ride
featuring
them
Saga,
all.
not bad.
Was featuring Saga. Not bad.
Saga. Also, what happened to White Was?
He
died.
He fucked off.
No, he died.
Well, yeah, no, he phased out of existence because he accepted Waz as the better Waz.
Yeah.
That's dark.
Yeah, he gives it, like, because he steals the belt and he's like, okay, I have nothing else. Nothing left.
You have friends. What do I have?
Nothing. I just have a stupid plot to use the blade ending to destroy the world.
Terribly explained motivations.
Anyways, K-Boom!
Hooray, it worked that time.
This episode was okay.
Alright, so this episode.
Starts with Yui finding her true calling as a snack holder.
So this episode starts off with a man taking off his shoes and ready to commit suicide.
What?
Until Abra Red
What?
comes up and he
I
saves the
swear
guy.
to fucking God.
We're talking about Ryusoulger, episode 9, not
Wrong
Operation
Dino
episode 9.
Sentai.
Guy committing suicide?
Holy fuck.
What the fuck is this? Early 2000 Sentai? Oh, wait.
Yeah. Alright, so episode 9 involves Kyoryu Gold finally debuting himself.
Now do Zoo Ranger.
Fuck if I actually remember Zurangers. Give me a minute.
So, okay, this picture I'm about to show, like, it's Sentai related, so, like, don't worry.
Thanks for the warning.
Hang on.
Also, yeah, I'm definitely down for a Kiva Ranger 10 years later. Like,
Right?
Like, I'm just down for it.
That'd be cool.
Okay, so yeah, so episode 9 is about these monkey people coming with the last 2 eggs of the dinosaurs. And mind you, they ride around in that random buggy that Billy had from Mighty Morphin.
The Rad Bug?
Yeah, so that's where the rad bug comes from. It
Oh
comes-
my God, the Rad Bug was in Zoo Ranger?
Yeah.
Holy fuck.
In which
So,
that started a
I-
subplot.
I don't know
actually.
why this is the thing, but it's apparently a thing. I think that's like
What
a
the fuck?
Chinese communist, and he's just like, in front of him is just a different Sentai Ranger.
That's a Power Rangers photo.
No!
No, that is straight up a Power Rangers photo.
Yeah, and behind them is like a Chinese fucking dictator or something. I don't fucking know.
Man, Forever Red got dark.
Yeah, really? Jesus Christ. Someone look that up for me, like who the fuck this guy is.
Forever
It's a Chinese
Red.
communist leader, yeah! What the fuck?
Forever.
See, I could see the red
Mao
zero-
Zedong!
I could see the
Wagga
red-
Mao Zedong!
Forever Red in your blood.
Wagga Zedong!
Why is this a picture?
His corpse is on display!
Well, yeah, it's like fucking, it's like Lenin. Lenon's tomb. Lenon's body's still on display.
Oh
They
God.
preserved him for over like fucking 100 years. It's
King
amazing.
Tut's.
Anyways, this episode is about a happy magical treasure game!
And Melt kind of gets development, I guess. Yeah.
By which we mean Melt proves to everyone that he
Oh,
was
it's
right and
that
fuck you.
guy! I recognize him. I recognize him by his hair.
You just gotta believe in
Anyways.
yourself.
So
So
yeah.
this episode was literally about Melt was right and fuck you.
Also,
Like, they try and point out, like, oh, sometimes you need to act before you think. No! The episode was solved by careful planning, so fuck you!
yeah, because Ko and Asuna are the fucking hotheads.
One of them's
Everyone is wrong!
Hey, one of them's hot. The other one's his head.
Also, if you thought only people could make Minosaurs, oh, you're dead wrong.
This is the stupidest shit ever!
Hey.
The Manosaur was spawned from a fucking box that was sad because no one opened it?
Yeah. But
I'm sorry!
But the best part of this entire episode was that Bomba finally got to stab something
Yay!
to kill a Minosaur.
It was a box!
He killed a box.
He got to stab the box!
He killed a-
Oh boy!
He killed a box.
I am so angry!
You know what? I just need to put this in the group chat.
The show just used up its last chance!
The inner machinations of
My mind or an enigma. Just carting him out.
Can you please play that quickly?
You may be an open book, SpongeBob, but I'm a bit more complicated than that. The inner machinations of my mind are an enigma.
And this is why SpongeBob's amazing.
Okay.
So
we
yeah,
used that in Ultra Ranger when we talked about fucking Alien Exceller.
yeah, because he sounds like Patrick.
Okay, so the episode is about this they start with training, and then they're so fucking terrible at it that the uncle tells them to fuck off and go do something else.
Except for Bomba. Bomba's just like, no, I'm actually gonna go find the plot of the episode and do real Sentai shit.
No, he happens upon it. He's just walking down the street and an old man dying crawls out of his store.
Do I get to stab you?
Can I stab you? Are you dying?
Where are you going? Well, the plot's not in here. I'm gonna go find it out there.
I would have loved if the Minosaur just came from the old guy.
That's what I was expecting.
But no, it was a box.
That would have made perfect sense.
It was a fucking box.
So they go to this magical treasure game, and then they get eaten by a fucking mimic. A straight up Final Fantasy mimic.
Like a treasure mimic. Well, I know them from Dark Souls 3, because if you try to open a chest, it's just like this fucking...
I'm sure they were in like
chest
Dungeons.
monster on legs.
I'm sure they were like in Dungeons and Dragons first or something.
Yeah.
And then the witch that leads them into the game is surprised it's fucking Wiesel.
Yeah, the man's styling is all over everyone's balls by just like fucking the entrance on a fucking umbrella.
I love him.
No, he's swag as fuck. Like, I gotta give him credit for that.
I love him so much.
But just like, I'm sorry, I can't get over that for this episode. I'm just so happy that fucking Bomba just finally like got.
I don't count this.
No, I do. He got to stab a thing that was creating a Minosaur and defeated the Minosaur by stabbing the thing. I mean, okay, technically he slashed the thing, but fuck it, whatever, he stabbed it.
You know what?
At least this episode confirmed that if you do stab something,
it will kill the Minosaur.
Yeah, it will die.
Yeah.
Here's the thing: if the old man had come with them and was like, "No, don't destroy my box," and then Bomba stabbed the box and the old man was sad, I would have counted that. But no, he just steals the box.
Yep, he steals an old man's box.
We never see the old man again,
Nope.
and then he just slashes the box and the Minosaur mimic dies.
Yep.
Stabbing Bomba's not
It's
real. Stabbing Bomba.
I love stabbing Bomba.
But yeah, so they're in this Wonderland, which is clearly the fucking town set from the opening,
Alice in Wonderland.
which I call Battle Road because that's what the opening
I
says.
I finally realized where that joke comes from.
Yeah.
Yeah, Simpsons.
I never know that
Yeah.
until like when I was at work, like the other day. I'm like,
This item is cursed, but it comes with a free frogate.
You have a choice of topping.
The toppings contain potassium benzoate.
oh, that's bad.
bad.
That's bad.
Oh.
That's good.
Can I go now? So when they're in this Wonderland, each of them gets to open a treasure box and get whatever their heart desires, and it's all fucking stupid.
Oh boy.
One rando gets money. Another pair of randos get all the makeup they want.
Fucking Toa decides to just
I want to level up. So
Yeah,
endless mooks.
Yeah, he wants to be stronger, but we pretty much confirmed Toa's a gamer.
Which I'm okay with.
I'm also.
He actually makes references to grinding trash mobs.
Can I say that I love that just after 6 episodes, fucking Toa and Ko are just like fucking buddies.
Hashtag Koa.
Yeah, Koa.
There's the ship name.
Okay, I wish Rider Custom was still here. Like, okay, anyone who talks to Rider Custom later, can you ask him to make fucking Ryusoulger Christmas?
I mean, I could shop that easily.
Okay.
Just remind me tomorrow or whatever.
Sure.
Ryusoulger Kwanzaa.
Yeah, just fucking Bamba, Toa, and Ko. Just Ryusoulger Kwanzaa.
Ryusoulger Kwanzaa.
Asuna wishes for food.
Endless meat.
Endless fucking cooked
Oh,
meat.
you can tell she definitely wants something. Yeah.
No, and I love it. Melt just goes over to her lair. Stop eating, you'll get fat.
But she doesn't even reply to that. She's just more angry about the fact
I was
that he
actually
popped her.
expecting to see her in like a fat suit, just being like,
Oh no, too much meat.
and then just her as like a fat Ryusoulger thing. That would have been
Oh my!
amazing.
You know what? I'd be interested to see that.
Yeah. No, again, this episode and last week's, I've lost all respect for Asuna. I'm sorry.
That implies we had some.
No, she had potential to be like, because like I liked her being like the strong character, and like she's barely used her said strength since like episode 1.
Well, we'll see. We'll see what happens when next week is apparently her focus episode.
Oh yay! I can't.
But yeah, like this whole thing when everyone was opening their chests, I'm like, is one of them gonna wish for a way out? Is one of them gonna wish for freedom? No, no one does. Ko wishes to see more of the world. Yeah, the Mysterio villain meme. I like that. But Ko opens one treasure box and wishes to see more of the world, and the box responds by giving him the ability to fly. And my immediate response is, he can already do that with the fucking float soul!
I thought it was fucking perfect that like, it's just like, alright, now Ko's is gonna be, I want to see more of the world! Cuts to commercial, cuts back for commercial. I want to see more of the world!
Yeah.
And like, they cut them back.
And you were like, it was either you or Gar who was like, is he just gonna get a globe?
Yeah, I said he should just get a globe.
That'd be funny.
Like
Just some
space.
I was fully expecting the wishes to be like monkey's paw things, where it just if you word it wrong, it just fucks you up horribly. But no,
There's so many.
It gives you what you want, but then it just gives you so much of it that you suffer. I guess too much money and too much makeup and too much meat.
You don't have enough for your
Okay,
face.
if I had a shit ton of money, I wouldn't be like, what do I do with it? I know exactly what to do with it.
Deposit it.
Buy more toys.
For starters.
Buy more Froget. And a supply of Froget.
But like, what's the end game on some of these that don't make sense? Like Ko, his objective is to see more of the world. What the fuck could he do that would have caused him to suffer or kill him?
Someone will shoot him down because it's like,
show you the world.
no, someone will shoot him down because it's like, oh, fly him!
An identified flying
Or
ranger.
he'll fly into a plane, or he's
How is he supposed to do any of that when he's trapped inside Wonderland?
exactly
With its fucking checkerboard ass barrier.
I don't know.
Well, again, he tried to leave, but then he got caught.
Also, this episode pretty much confirmed that now I do want the Ryusoulgen because I just loved hearing just Seki when they used the fucking sleep soul. You just
Yeah, by the way, that was really fucking stupid. So he uses the Nemu soul to put Ryusoulger to sleep, and then goes to fight both of the monsters himself. Wouldn't it have been easier if you had the extra help?
No. He was trying to stop Toa because Toa just would have kept on fighting.
That's what they were doing anyway!
No. But he put Toa to sleep so that he would stop spawning more bad guys for them to fight. That's why he put him to sleep. Because if he puts Toa to sleep, there's no more bad guys that spawn.
I guess.
Yeah.
But like,
You just mentioned flying, and
this-
I just remember Tiger getting to hide.
the episode throws out like a couple of reused Minosaur suits, and for some arbitrary reason, they have to both be killed at the same time or else they respawn, and no explanation for why.
Well, it's
But
like
that's video game
it's like
logic.
it's like in Twilight Princess when you fight those fucking Twilight monsters. If you defeat 2 of them, then
The last one will do the roar
yeah,
to
we're
wake them up,
Wake them up.
which they scared me as a child.
Me too. Oh, yeah, they scare me as a teen.
The Boogs.
So I will say, as much as I don't like Melt, I do like how he made his wish in this world. He wished to get self-confidence, but not just by getting it immediately, but getting it through Master Blue, the man his mentor, his teacher, the man he looked up to and respected a shit ton. I thought that was really fucking awesome, that I'm gonna get self-confidence in myself through the man I love and respect so goddamn much.
I wish for a tutorial.
No, but I may not like Melt that much, but I will give him huge fucking props for that. That was fucking awesome.
And I was laughing so hard when he was talking to him, and he's like, you always talk about how nobody trusts you, but do you trust them? Are they so unreliable? And my immediate response was, yes, they're all fucks.
No,
they're all fuck-ups.
Not Bomba. Bomba's not a fuck-up.
He keeps trying to stab people.
Well, not anymore. He stabbed the box. Now his destiny's been fulfilled. He leaves the team. Nissan, where are you going?
just like, all right, now I am at peace, and he just doesn't try to stab anyone anymore.
No, I will actually. If from now on we do not see Bomba trying to stab somebody, we know that's because of the box.
You know what? This is Lane's reaction to when he found out Bomba stabbed something. Yeah.
Yeah, no, I was happy.
But, like, this whole wishing treasure box thing, I feel like they didn't play with it enough, because if the idea was that their wishes keep being applied to them until they die, what if someone wished to never die? You know?
Whoa.
You could have all kinds of fun with a power set like that.
I think it was more of a tangible thing.
Yeah, it's like greedy shit. It's like me, I'd just be like, oh, let's supply toys or something, and then I'd just fucking keep getting toys, and then I wouldn't have any room to put them anywhere.
Oh,
no, that's the worst nightmare ever.
Right?
So yeah, right after, when Melt's fighting the two monsters, he pulls out Moari Soul, which is like the spinny one, just to move one of the two monsters a couple of feet to the right, so it's standing perfectly in front of the other one. And then he uses the Nobi Soul to just fucking stab both of them at once.
Yep.
I have to say that was stupid and then badass in that order.
Yep.
Which I call stupid.
Which I call stupid ass.
Which I call stupid. Yeah, so then they I like this, they wish for their fucking Zords to show up, and then they do, and I thought that was fucking clever. They didn't summon the Kishiryu, they wished the Kishiryu to fucking show up.
Like, they come out of one of the treasure boxes, so I guess those were illusory copies?
Yeah, so I was like, that's cool.
Which means we technically didn't get blue formation.
Yeah, they formed Kishiryu Triken, but I guess since they were copies, it doesn't really count.
Yay!
Can I quickly bring up Operator just for one more thing?
God damn it!
Yeah.
Okay, so apparently, when it's only the red and blue Zord merged together without the yellow Ranger and her Zord.
Oh, yeah.
It's just called Operate Almost.
That is fucking hilarious.
Just Operate Almost.
Can we see a picture of our own?
It's just the Thundersaurus Megazord without the yellow piece in the chest.
Yeah, I'll look it up.
Because the yellow Zord doesn't really do much. It just folds in the space between the head on the chest and the rest of the chest.
Yeah.
Lazy.
It's not lazy.
I think it's lazy. So Triken does Triken Striken, and he double stabs both of them to death. It's Triken Strike, so it's Triken Striken.
Triken Strike.
Get on your bike.
Triken Striken!
Triken Striken, get on your biking!
There you go.
And then, in order to get out of Wonderland, they fucking Triken stab the invisible keyhole in the sky! It's Kingdom Hearts, baby!
Yep.
Yeah,
now the gate to the next world is open!
Well, glad we didn't have to wait millions of years for another Kingdom Hearts.
Oh my god.
So then...
The Mimic voms everyone up, but not the Zords, thank God.
And then Bomba stabs the box.
Yeah.
So his destiny's been fulfilled.
And then he never shows up again.
I would be sad if after this is we don't see Bomba anymore.
Why?
I don't know.
Why would they not have Bomba anymore?
Yeah, exactly. Bomba's the best character in fucking Ryusoulger.
Alright, this is the closest I could find.
Yeah.
Not
so the only difference is between the dino head and the chest of the Zord is the yellow Zord's wings.
Okay.
And the helmet.
Oh yeah.
Because the legs of the yellow Zord make the helmet.
Cool.
Such a weird decision.
Some magical.
So yeah, that's it. And Melt remembers getting pats.
Yeah, Melt flashbacks to talking to his master and getting head pats.
So next week, Asuna saves not Gates. Okay.
The dude in the preview looks like Gates if he shaved his head.
Oh, it's Ren?
And we get Kishiryu and Kiros.
Oh, wow.
Hooray.
No, I like the Ankyros head. It's cool.
Yeah, and I guess it counts as an Asuna episode. We'll see.
Ooh. Anyways,
let's ride.
Kamen Rider.
Kamen Rider Dragon Knight. Together we can fight the fight. Let's ride.
Why the fuck is the picture Shadow the Hedgehog from Sonic and the Black Knight?
This is
Alright,
Dragon Knight.
I gotta put this in the Discord chat for people who don't see this.
What the fuck?
So while you're like looking up fucking border thumbnails for fucking Dragon Knight, Ichi found like a picture of just Kamen Rider Dragon Knight and then just Shadow in like the corner.
For
Shadow
some
in the
fucking
corner.
reason.
So then I was like, no, Ichi, we gotta make our own, and we just have to use his fucking version
Black
of
Knight
Shadow.
version?
Yeah, Black Knight version. So fuck it.
So yeah, that's our image for Kamen Rider Dragon Knight.
Unavoidable chin move.
Just like the series. I don't know.
So yeah,
So
the
yeah.
show that happens.
Alright,
It
so
got a fucking Grammy or Emmy for some reason.
before we start,
Stunt coordination.
I'm interested to see if any of our listeners want to play a game with us here. I want to see if any of the comments and jokes that we're about to make about these 3 episodes are possibly the exact same jokes that we made last time we talked about these episodes in the Silver Medal episode. So if you have the time and the interest, listen to this episode and the Silver Medal episode, and let us know in the comments what jokes overlap.
Yeah, really.
Well, I'm here now, so it's jokes are definitely gonna be different. For instance, I don't watch one episode.
So, Kamen Rider Dragon Knight, the Power Rangers version of Kamen Rider Ryuki.
How was this show made? I don't fucking know.
Came out in like 2009.
2008.
Oh.
It came out in...
I never even knew this show existed until like years later.
One of the funniest thing, I remember catching it on television once, and the first thing that came out of my mouth was, what is this Power Ranger knockoff? And I did not watch it afterwards. And then I find another video online about top 10 what the fuck moments on Kamen Rider. And I'm like, wait, there was more than one show? What?
What?
Find out there's a whole franchise. What?
So this show is about the adventures of Kit Taylor, who gets himself involved in something that apparently Wing Knight didn't want him getting involved with in the first place.
Yeah, the plot is, at its core, is very similar to Ryuki.
The best way to describe this show is that imagine like a YouTuber wanting to make a Power Ranger-esque show with stock footage, and they got their friends together, and they only had like one camera.
Yeah, pretty much.
Like, this feels so low budgeted, but I'm fine with it.
Yeah, no, that's the weird thing. Like, even for this show, like, they could have just cut corners and shit like that, but no, they actually put, like, effort into this, and I was impressed.
They only started cutting corners till the very end of the episode.
I will say that
When it becomes
I have watched the whole series, and despite the show having a clunky and really not super exciting start, the show gets really, really good later, and I will unashamedly say that I think it's better than Ryuki.
Were you upset when it got canceled before it finished?
I'm pretty sure it did finish, didn't it?
Oh, no, take a while. Guess, so it does have, the show has a proper finale with 40 episodes, but the last 2 episodes never aired on television. So the show kind of got canceled before the last 2 episodes could air.
That sucks.
Yeah. And then apparently there were talks of a movie, but they couldn't get the funds for it. Fun fact, though, the person that did make the suits for this show, for the original suits, was actually the same guy that also worked on Guyver.
Cool.
Yeah. I followed him.
Also, they made a video game on Wii, which it was
NDS.
It was just Climax Heroes, just put with the Ryuki riders.
Yeah.
That was it.
Really? That was it?
That was it.
There was also a DS game.
I found that actually once.
So the basic premise is Kit Taylor is the main character. His dad has been missing for a year and he's been living in a foster home. And as the series starts, he's turning 18 after just having been accused of stealing for the umpteenth time.
Yeah, which is like, oh, it's misunderstanding.
And here's the thing. We never actually see him steal stuff. And then in the incident with the picture frame where he returns what someone else stole, you can kind of see that maybe they were misunderstandings, that maybe he was just covering for someone else in each of those incidents, but they never really take the time to explain the whole him being a thief thing.
He reminds me of Alan from Small Soldiers.
A little bit.
With like his backstory and such about being like the bad kid, but we never really see him do any bad things.
So the first action scene is in a parking garage where a random woman is attacked by a bunch of gel newts, which I'm going to refer to them by their Japanese monster names because they don't have English names, or at least they're not mentioned.
Mm-hmm.
And then, lo and behold, Kamen Rider Wing Knight, which is the
Zero! The Wing Knight!
the English name for Kamen Rider Knight, swoops in on his completely original motorcycle to save her.
But then later on you see him, he's using like the
ride shooter?
The ride shooter.
That's only when he's going between dimensions.
No, but then there is a fucking... In episode 3, he goes to the mirror dimension on his normal bike because he runs into the mirror dimension with the bike.
Yeah.
So, bullshit.
This show kind of didn't really know what it was doing with new bikes versus old bikes.
Oh, for starters, can we please talk about what they say with Transformers?
Okay.
That is the cringiest part of this show.
So I will give this show respect that the transformation is actually like really cool and original because I like when like
they've added some effects to it.
Yeah,
that
like
weren't in Ryuki.
Instead of just like the belt, they insert the thing like they do into the belt, but then it like kind of goes into like this dimensional thing in the belt and then does this spin.
I actually don't like the spinning. I feel that's really fucking stupid.
I at least like the fact that they still called them Advent decks.
Yeah. Although I think in Ryuki they weren't called Advent decks, they were just called card decks.
No, they were called Advent decks.
I could have sworn I
because
read...
they hold Advent cards.
No, I get that there is an Advent card, but I don't think they were all collectively referred to as Advent. They were just called card decks.
But anyways...
They hold the deck in front of the mirror, and instead of saying Henshin or Ectophase Activate...
Or Transform or something.
Or Transform, they just say Kamen Rider.
And it's fucking so cringy.
Kamen Rider.
And like at one point, like the chick, whatever, like that, she's just like
Kamen Rider.
Kamen Rider. I was like,
they're ruining it.
Guys,
they could have just said "Let's ride" and that would have worked.
It could have been worse. They could have pronounced it Kamen Rider.
Oh God! If they did, I would not have watched the second episode.
Rider.
Kamen Rider Dragon Knight.
I swear to God, if they had pronounced it Kamen or something stupid like that, I would not. I would have stopped it right there and never watched it again. I don't care how good the show is.
Or they just say Masked Rider.
Masked Rider would have been passable because that's a translation.
Well, there's a reason why it's not called Masked Rider.
Because they couldn't get the rights to the name Masked Rider.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's
owned
weird.
by Disney.
Well, yeah, because this is based on like Ryuki, like
yeah.
Disney at the time still owned the rights to Masked Rider.
So on the topic of interesting changes, while they're fighting, when they use their Advent cards, the voice for the visors is changed. Like instead of Swordvento, it's Swordvent.
Swordvent.
And I gotta say, I like the new voice.
Yeah.
It sounds like the voice from the character select screen from Tatsunoko vs. Capcom.
It's like Ken the Eagle.
Zero!
Joe.
It reminds me of some guy in like a convenience store being like, "Take that, clean up on aisle 10. Thief going out the entrance."
But yeah, fucking
stupid guy on the microphone.
Freaking Wing Knight's actor, he's dressed like the fucking T-101 from Terminator 2.
And I think that's what they were going for.
Yeah, and he's like
sunglasses and all.
He's super bland and stuff, but I heard that he actually gets better in the show.
Everyone has their own share of character development, I feel.
But yeah, we get the amazing Kamen Riders like Dragon Knight, Wing Knight, Incisor, Camo, Thrust, Strike, Sting, Torque, Spear, Axe, Wrath, Onyx, and Siren. A lot of these names actually match their counterparts pretty well, but then some really don't.
I actually dislike almost all of these
Onyx
names.
is Ryuga, Siren is Fom, Camo is Verde, Incisor Scissors, Torque is Zolda,
Wait.
Axe is Tiger.
Yeah.
Hang on. The one rider that's already named Zolda is not called Zolda.
No, he's called Torque. And fucking Oja's Sting.
No, Oja's Strike.
Oh,
Sting
yeah.
is Raya.
Oh yeah, Sting's Raya. And
Thrust
then
is Guy.
Kamen Rider Odin is Wrath.
And Spear
Wrath.
is Emperor.
Yeah,
Wait, so whose name is Zolda?
Torque.
Torque. His name's Kamen Rider Torque.
No, I thought you said there was someone named like Zolda in
No.
the English dub.
No.
Oh,
No.
okay, never mind.
No. Kamen Rider Zolda is Kamen Rider Torque in this series.
Yeah,
And I gotta say, I absolutely hate all of these
No,
names.
I don't. Some of them are like I like Verde's name is Camo. I think that's cool.
That's probably the least
And
weird
honestly, between Siren and Fom, I like Siren way more. Siren's a cooler name.
one. A couple of them are passable, but most of them are just not.
I just think Axe is fucking lazy when you can
Right?
clearly see his designs based on a fucking tiger.
Why is his name not Kamen Rider Tiger?
Right? His name was Tiger and Ryuki. Why did that need to change at all?
Anyways,
Why do a
so
lot of these names need to be changed?
so I like that they like fucking Kit's just like losing his goddamn mind because like he just keeps seeing his father everywhere, and like at one point like they do this really cool scene which I was actually impressed because like I forgot. It's been so long since I've seen the first episode of the show. Like his dad's just sitting down talking with him at the police station,
Oh,
and
yeah.
then it like kind of cuts away and back, and he's
He
not
wakes-
actually there.
He wakes up from his like fantasy
Like his
dream.
daydream. Yeah, he was like napping or something.
Oh wait,
and
he
he's-
wasn't actually there?
No, his dad's missing. He got
says right to him, "I wish you were still here."
spoilers. He's in the mirror world, or he's one of the riders.
He's probably Onyx.
Is he Wrath?
Is he Raph?
Don't.
No, he's
think-
alternative.
I don't think he was any of the.
No,
riders.
actually, I like what they did. They kept with Onyx. They actually kept the thing where it's just another version of Kid.
I won't go into details, but what they do with Dragon Knight and Onyx throughout the show is really, really
I know
interesting.
what they did. It's cool.
I don't know what they did.
It's super.
But the way that you're talking about his dad's reminded me of Tyler and Brody.
Red main dudes have missing dads. That's always the thing.
I don't want to talk about Brody.
Ninja shit. Yeah, so he's 18, he turns 18, and because of that he doesn't have to stay in his foster home anymore, so, like...
This sounds like the
So he
plot
goes
of
back to
Fallout
his house
New
that's been
Vegas.
abandoned for a year, but still has working electricity.
Sure.
Just
finds like a hobo. Warehouse!
Alright.
Sorry, just let me get my girlfriend and I'll go.
Yeah, and then there's this girl who works at like her aunt's bookshop, and she has
Maya.
she has like a paranormal vlog.
Way above
blog.
topsecret.com.
Yeah,
And she's not the only blogger. She gets her scoop stolen by JTC, another blogger who
And-
turns out to be a very important character.
Okay, yeah, and then, like, eventually, like, fucking everyone's just, like, shipping these two. Like, her friend's like, ooh, his kid's so cute! And she's like, shut up,
Yeah,
baka!
Lacey is the London Tilton of this show, by the way.
Yay!
You will either adore her or hate her fucking guts.
I don't hate
Oh,
her.
wait, you
I
said,
was the latter.
you said London Tipton? Yay me!
Tipton. I said Tilton, sorry.
Yeah.
Oh,
Paris
I'm
Tilton?
tilted.
Paris Tilton?
you mean the
That's
Prindle?
hot.
Oh god, I just realized that's what London Tipton was based off of. Fuck me. God damn it.
You mean the Prindle?
Fuck's sake.
It's not a word, it's an acronym. It stands for POC.
So, Maya gets her scoop stolen, and she's walking through the street, about to get targeted by mirror monsters, and then walks into a sketchy-looking alley, and that's just fucking asking for trouble.
But I love it, just like Kit's just like fucking fighting, and it's like, oh, just wait right there, I'll help you. And she's like, what?
I wanted so bad for us to see him fighting the monsters from her perspective.
Yeah,
The shots of him swinging at nothing.
and getting
I mean, it
thrown
would have
into
looked
the couch.
cringy as hell, but I want to see it so
Yeah.
bad.
And then it's really funny because like she takes pictures of like everything, and then like Wing Knight just like shows up later. Like what's his name?
Len.
Oh, Len, really?
Yes, it's just Len.
Oh god damn it! Come on, that's stupid.
Yeah.
That's just the fucking like romanization take on
Yes.
it, right? Fuck you. No,
They don't say his name once in these 3 episodes, but I'm pretty sure it's Len.
because he's supposed to be mysterious. And
Yeah.
shit. But anyways, I love that he just fucking like knocks her camera on the ground and apparently breaks it with just stepping on it once.
And
I'm
just
like,
the
okay.
fucking terribly acted response
My
out of her.
camera!
That's my camera! Jesus Christ.
And then like yeah, so like Len, god damn it, like tries to get
Len, the Wing Knight.
tries to get Kit's advent deck because he's like, oh, I don't want you getting involved because I guess I think it's
No,
more
he was actually trying to stop him from getting involved in the Rider War so he wouldn't die.
Wait, so
yeah,
there's
so he wouldn't have to
still a
kill him.
Yeah, it's still a Rider War. The core of the plot is still mostly the same. There's just different reasons behind it.
I just wanna
There's no
see-
wish, is there?
I just want to see Kit's dad.
Let's just put it. All I'll say is the show has an actual villain,
I just want to see Kit's dad just being like Tatakai,
right?
Tatakai.
Like they sort of poised it like Frank Taylor was the equivalent of Kanzaki.
I would have.
So instead of Tatakai, it's just search for the dragon. Search for the
I would
dragon.
love if his dad actually ended up being fucking Odin. That'd be sick.
I don't think that's what it was.
You know what? This brings up a pretty decent question. What if this show actually, like, was a success?
Oh, you mean that thing that So said? Like, what if we lived in an alternate universe where Rider was the fucking success and Power Rangers was like...
I kind of want that world,
No,
actually.
like, think of it. What if, like, after this, Toei was like, alright, here's what you can do with 5s.
Oh, God.
And they just kept going.
Oh my god, apparently in the Japanese dub of Dragon Knight, they actually made their own original opening theme called Dive Into the Mirror.
Oh, shit, I gotta look that up. Speaking of the opening theme to Kamen Rider Dragon Knight is a fucking jam!
Let's ride!
Yeah, like, I will say...
I was addicted to that song forever after I heard
It's
it.
a bit cringy, but like...
Oh, it is, but it's the same kind of level of weird but enjoyable that Sonic the Hedgehog music is at.
Well,
It's what the Game Grumps call butt rock.
Everyone, I kid you not, this is the lyrics to Dragon Knight. Kamen Rider Dragon Knight, together we will fight the fight.
We can fight the fight.
Let's ride.
Yeah.
That was it.
It just repeated a couple times.
Yeah.
But the fucking licks are so tasty in that song, I can't help loving it.
You know what it reminds me of? Beast Force.
A little bit. I mean, it's sort of channeling that energy.
Like, it's just, like, the lack of words, the music.
But you know what bugs me about that opening?
What?
They spoil the names of all 13 riders in it.
Yeah.
You're not supposed to know who they are this soon.
No.
Well, too bad.
You're not even supposed to know how many there are this soon.
Well, there's 20 of them, right?
I will, and also I will give them. I will give the show like mad props for like when they're actually like transformed, like their voices are filtered.
Yeah, no,
And
good.
so,
That's a
like,
good touch.
because they never did that. They never do that in Rider. They only did that in once in Wizard. Like in Wizard, when he talked, his voice was actually like garbled.
Yeah.
So, well, Gemu did that for a bit too in X-Aid. So.
Yeah, but that's because he was hiding his identity.
Yeah, I always hate that. Just like when they're talking out in their helmets, they just have more. Like, I think even in the MCU films, Ant-Man was a reference to that because like when you hear Ant-Man talk in Civil War, he just talks like he's like you can hear him recording in a voice booth.
But one thing that was inconsistent in Ryuki and is as such in Dragon Knight is what I will refer to as the realm betwixt. That weird mirror-covered place that's between the real world and mirror world. Sometimes you have to get on your bike and zoom through it, but then there's times where Kit just falls into a reflective surface and falls out the other end back in the real world, as if he had not had to go through that between realm. So that aspect of this show is inconsistently addressed. But then again, it was in Ryuki, so who knows? Mm-hmm. So anyways, episode 1 ends with Kamen Rider Knight using his final vent on the Die Spider.
Yep. Also, I don't know why I still love the blank Ryuki suit. It's so cool looking.
Which I call Blanky.
I love how plain it is.
Kamen Rider Blanky.
I can't remember. Did we? Because I was playing Smash Bros. I was watching this too at the same time. So like, did they have the shot where he was trying to use the sword? And
yeah, he tries to use the sword vent while he was in blank form, and then
I'm so happy.
He runs at it with a fucking Tarzan howl, and then gets his sword shattered.
I want to get the. You know what? If I want to get a Ryuki figure art, I want the figure art of blank Ryuki.
Blanky?
Yeah.
And yeah, the episode 1 ends with Drag Rider attacking them.
So the next episode, he accepts fucking Drag Rider.
So it's basically just the first 2 episodes of Ryuki.
Yeah. So most of this episode is Maya trying to chase down Len to find out what's going on, and there's this one scene where he drives away from her and then escapes into a mirror, and as you see her walking away confused, you see him transformed inside the mirror. So he transformed in order to get away from her, but he didn't need to, because in episode 1, when he saves her, he comes out of the mirror unhenshined. So now I don't know what the fuck this show wants anymore. Yeah. This is one, in this episode, Len talks to Kit about, oh yeah, if you make a contract with that dragon, you'll get vented. What the fuck does that mean?
You'll be vented?
That was his reaction. Like, you're throwing a lot of proper terminology at me that I'm not very familiar with.
And then,
Maybe
then Len tells Kit, like, oh, we can go through the mirror world and our world through any mirror reflective surface.
And yet, at several points through these episodes, they're standing in front of a building with several mirror surfaces on it, and they decide to run around looking for a different one. That really fucking irks me. But whatever. So the spider monster regenerates / evolves and comes back and tries to attack this random handyman, and they save him, and Len dodge rolls in to save him instead of just running forward. That was really fucking weird. And he tells Kit to not follow him in a mirror world, but of course he's gonna try anyways. So he tries to henshin. He's like, Kamen Rider.
If Len can.
Kamen Rider.
Kamen Rider.
Kamen Rider.
Fly. Go.
Shazam.
Go, web, go!
Shazam!
Shazam?
So his dad holograms his way into him in that scene and tells him that he needs to make the contract with the dragon in order to get into Mirror World. But if that's a requirement, how the fuck did he get into blank form last episode?
Because the suit had to.
If you have a deck, you have a bell.
Oh, fucking no.
Right? See what I mean about this show having a clunky start?
Well, no, I think it's just like if you have he had the blank deck, so it just like gives him the ability to transform into a rider. He just
so then why couldn't he do it this time?
Because
he didn't believe enough.
You gotta believe.
He probably went through. He probably went through one of those non-glass mirrors.
But it's one that Len just went through. Anyways, he uses the contract card, catches a Pokemon, and Mega Evolves into Kamen Rider Ryuki. Dragon Knight. The background when he's changing forms looks like the fucking Henshin from Power Rangers Turbo.
Mm-hmm.
Shifted a dragon!
Red Dragon Mirror Monster Power.
And after Len spent all this time telling Kit not to be a Kamen Rider, when he shows up to literally save his ass from getting murdered by this spider, he's like shouting hints at him on how to fight. Oh, now you're being supportive, you hypocritical fuckface.
Oh.
So Ryuki does his sword vent and his final vent, and then Drag Rider eats the monster soul. And Ren decides that he's Kamen Rider Dragon Knight, so he is the one who names him. Sorry, I keep saying Ren, it's Len.
I mean, you're not... Oh, there we go. Hey!
There you go.
That's cool. Dragon Knight's a lame-ass name.
Right? Why not like Kamen Rider Dragoon?
Because that's what Ryuki translates to.
No, I get it. I get why. It just doesn't sound as great.
Yeah, it's like was Zolda like another name for Torque?
I don't know.
Can you imagine what they could have called Kamen Rider Blade?
Sword.
Yeah, it's like his
Kamen
name
Rider
is
Color Ace.
Kamen Rider Slash.
Card Captors.
Well, yeah.
Kiwi.
So- Kamen Rider Demon Drum. I don't know.
Kamen Rider Beast Hunter.
So Maya, because she found Kit's wallet after Len threw it out of his pocket in that other episode, tracks him down to his house and starts asking him a bunch of questions. And he decides to answer her once she tells him that she can help him find his missing daddy.
I know who your dad is.
She starts talking about her blog and like she wants to show him all the evidence. And she's like, "Do you have a computer here?" "No." And at that point I realize how old this show is because no one has smartphones yet.
What do you mean, how like they say generations forever?
Right?
See all the
Sorry.
So-
I get to it this week.
So, Volcancer, Kamen Rider in Scissors monster, starts attacking people, and we get to see Kit's proper first henshin.
Kamen Riders. Wait, so it is legit just the first 3 episodes of Ryuki?
Yeah, pretty well.
So we don't get to episode 4, and that's when we learn about Torque?
Nope, episode 4 is where Scissors dies. Episode 3 is where we learn who Scissors is.
Oh my god, okay, so this guy, like...
His name is Richie.
Richie.
A rich kid.
So this guy, his actor, it's just like his character, he's such an asshole, he's such a stuck-up rich boy, prick. I fucking love him.
Oh, according to Kaguya-Dex, Zolda is German for soldier. Makes sense.
Huh.
Is he Russian Dragon Knight?
No.
No.
Oh, then you're useless.
No, Zolda is the Japanese name.
Oh.
Anyways, but yeah, I fucking love this fucking guy. He's just so great. He's literally doing this. And, like, apparently this fucking lawyer or whatever like that has an admin deck. I don't know how. He just has one. Never gets explained why.
You know what? That's what the next VC.
Remember how I said this
Kamen
series
Rider
had a villain?
Scissors.
Oh, was that him?
Yeah.
Fucking god.
Did you not see the scene where he looked at himself in the mirror?
No.
Yeah, you see his monster form.
Oh, okay.
That
But anyway, so yeah, like, apparently, like, I guess he was just...
And you know, here's the thing, like, so Richie and his friends drive up outside his place, and this lawyer dude who calls himself Connors says that his dad has disowned him and that he has to work his way back up. I think he was bullshitting him on all of that. I think his dad was not involved at all, and he was just feeding him this lie, because we never actually see his dad or hear him talk about any of this. This was all just a fabrication by Mr. Connors, whose real name I won't say. But yeah, he tricks Richie into accepting his job as a Kamen Rider and hands him an already contracted Scissors/Incisor deck.
Here, I went out of my way and caught you a Pokemon.
Yeah, here's your first Pokemon.
But yeah, just fucking, I'll give you $1 million if you just
Like,
go kill people.
It's safe to assume that Richie was already wealthy beforehand, so he probably had more than $1 million, you know what I mean?
It's like, oh, do you want to be like flipping burgers?
You can have
no!
just $1 million.
I'll give you $1 million to fuck off.
No, fucking.
And the
flipping
best-
burgers is for like, for stupid people, and he's like, no, it's for hard workers.
Yeah. And my favorite part about Richie doing this for the money is when he starts fighting Dragon Knight, he's like, "You have something I want." "Oh yeah, what's that?" $1 million. And you just have to think about this from Kit's perspective. He's probably thinking, what the fuck are you talking about?
What, $1 million?
I'm a poor kid with no parents!
I'm just a poor boy in a poor family.
Nobody loves me.
Yeah, there we go.
He's just a poor boy from
I'm
a poor family.
Spare
him his life
from his monstrosity.
From your monstrosity.
This mirror monstrosity.
Riders come, riders go. They will never go.
Please, henshin, no!
I will not.
I will not transform!
We will not let the rider go. Let him go. We will not. We won't let the rider
Okay.
go.
Anyways, joke's over, guy. So yeah, so he's just like, and like Connor's like asks him, just like, oh, do you have any like experience? Yeah, I took some karate. Just
Enough to impress girls. I'm sure that will help you in a fight to the death.
Is this a kid from Beetleborgs?
Oh, it's like Trip and Van.
Yeah.
Well, like, Kit's actors with, like, fucking Shinji's, like, movements in Ryuki's suit, it just doesn't suit.
No, not at all.
Oh,
Especially when he
doesn't
fucking
work.
lets out Tarzan screams.
Oh, so you mean how, like, in freaking Power Rangers RPM, when it was taken serious and when they used Sentai footage, just Scott did not match Sosuke's freaking happy-go-lucky.
Oh, I fucking bet.
It did not match at all. Or like with freaking Tyler from Dino Charge, he just did not match the Sentai footage either.
Yeah, so Knight shows up to help Dragon Knight fight against Incisor, and then Incisor claims that 2-on-1 is bullshit, and just fucking leaves. No pomp or circumstance, just walks off to the right and fucking warps out of Mirror World.
Exit stage left.
And he's just gone.
Yep, he's just gone.
It was so fucking funny.
And, like, at one point, like, Len's, like, go out to, like, Henshin to, like, help him or whatever like that, and then he's just like, yeah, you know what, I'm just gonna sit this out, see how this goes.
We don't have stock
I'm
footage
like,
quite yet.
I'm like, you fucking asshole.
I'm gonna see where this goes. He was like gauging whether Kit was actually a good fighter, because after he sees that, he decides to take him for fucking training boot camp and shit stomps him.
Gonna take you for a ride.
2-on-1? How about 7-on-1? Trick vent, bitch!
So 2 against 1. How about 1-on-1? Wait.
When two become one.
Fusion. Kamen Rider Scissors Night.
So the episode ends with Ryuki failing training.
As usual.
Yep.
Next week, Knight kills Incisor.
Woo.
Yay.
So yeah.
That's how Dragon Knight starts. It's really clunky and not super great, but I promise if you put in the time, the show gets better.
Cool.
Yeah, I like, again, I know the thing between Dragon Knight and Onyx, that's fucking awesome.
I don't know it.
Well, you should.
Because
Mr. Ryuki is my favorite.
I was too busy. I'm sorry that I
Looks
just...
like I was too busy smoking drugs and fucking.
I don't know why, everyone. I just had a weird hankering to finish Abba Ranger. I don't know why. And I was even like, I'm going to make time before we record to watch Dragon Knight. And then...
Nope.
And then I realized, oh...
Whoops, it's 3 a.m.
No, and then I realized, oh... We're recording today.
Yeah, the schedule kind of went back and forth because of fucking Schedule Caster over here.
Anyway, stop calling me that, please.
Nope. New roll call.
Anyways.
So yeah, I only watched one episode, but from what I saw, it's okay.
It's okay.
It's okay.
I mean, I've heard that it gets better, and that's awesome. But like, I probably don't have time to watch it. So
Maybe once I'm done all Sentai, I'll go back to it.
Maybe once I've watched everything else.
Well, I've already watched 27 seasons out of the 43 Sentai was.
Jesus.
So, well, maybe soon. Maybe once all the 80, maybe all the seasons from the 80s get subbed, then I'll go. Then I'll take a break and watch Dragon Knight.
So yes, that has been Castranger for this week. As always, you can find us, our primary source of hijinks, at castranger.podbean.com. If you watched the episodes, let us know what you thought in the comments. Let us know what your favorite part of Dragon Knight was if you watched the whole show. As always, you can find on our Podbean site our Facebook page, our Twitter account, our merchandise, which is on sale right now, our Discord server where you can listen live to the show whenever we record it, and of course our Patreon where you can donate, pledge to help us make the show better for you. And if you're watching these on YouTube, if you've liked what you've seen here, please make sure to like and subscribe.
oh yeah.
And that really helps us out. And I'd like to thank everyone for tuning in. Whether you're a longtime fan or a first-time listener, we appreciate every one of you.
Oh yeah.
If you're a longtime fan, you may end up on a show like me. Then you may get your own show.
Oh my god.
It's true.
It's true.
It is true.
So thank you all again, and we'll see you next week.
But what are we talking about next week?
actually, now that you mention it, next week we won't be recording because we'll be at Anime North.
What?
So our next episode is going to be the week after, the weekend of the 31st.
Wait. Can we switch topics? Because I'm not going to be here for the first week of June.
Like, you want to do this one?
Yeah.
So you're not here for that one?
Yeah, I'm not here for that one, but I want to be there for that one.
Well, in that case, our next feature topic for 2 weeks from now will be Kamen Rider Heisei Generations Forever.
Yay.
Scar doesn't like it.
No, it's just, I have my opinion on it.
I have opinions. So, once again, we will not be recording next week because we're going to be at Anime North. So,
Right.
anyone who is in range of Toronto, Ontario, Lane and I will be selling stuff, a lot of toku items at the Nomi no Ichi, which is happening Friday night, which is like a fan-run dealer's room.
Imagine a garage sale.
It's a bit like a big flea market.
For weebs.
A weeb market.
A weeb market. Go to the weeb market, I am.
No, I just want to call it Weed Market.
Right?
Come to the weeb.
We're just going to call it that for now.
The weeb market.
Wow.
Nailed it.
All right. Well, thank you again, and we'll see you all in 2 weeks.
Bye.
But you'll still get an episode of Ultra Ranger next week.
Yep.
Because we record midway for the week.
Hooray. Bye-bye.
Okay, bye.
Bye.
Okay, bye!
No guts.